Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. This is your pick a card for today. We're going to ask Spirit today, what's next on your path? What's in the universe already? Destiny, fate, divine timing. We're going to be using some charms, some clarifiers, and we just want to see what Spirit has. I want to know, are you on the right path? Is your path shifting? Is there something new coming onto your path? So we have lots of questions to ask Spirit today about what's ahead. So this will be a channeled psychic reading. I am a psychic medium. I am not just a card reader. So I will be doing a channeled message. So please listen clearly for the messages that are meant to be heard just for you. Please take a moment to meditate before you pick your choice. Put yourself in a quiet space and just listen to the channeled messages for me. We have three choices today. Choice A is a third eye vision. Choice B is clear and activate. And choice C is align your universe. Take a moment. I will timestamp your choices below, and I will see you in your reading. If you picked Group A, this reading is for you. You have the number 36. You have third eye vision and reclaim your mind. Okay, so maybe there is something going on that is consuming you. You know, thoughts of someone else, thoughts of worry, thoughts of fears. So maybe Spirit wants to talk to you today about how do we clear that energy? How do we open up your mind? How do we allow Spirit to come through so you start to see things, feel things, sense things, be more in tune with your path, be more in tune and align with your own fate, your own destiny. So let's see what Spirit has for us today, my Group A's. Let's get going. We're going to do some energy work, and we are going to do some tarot and some charms. Spirit, I am here with my Group A. I ask that you guide me with any divine messages that you have for them. I am listening for you now. I remember soul plan, a fated life versus a destiny life, a fated life, fate versus destiny. Fate is meant to be. You know, before we enter into this physical realm, we have signed a contract, our soul plan. We've literally written out what we want to learn in this lifetime. And some of us want to have families. Some of us want to have children. Some of us die early. Some of us suffer. Some of us are rich. Some of us are poor. But we're here because we have already learned other things in past lives, and we're here to accomplish a new plan. So just a reminder that it's already predetermined. It's already in the works. You've already written down this contract with your soul. So it's hard to wrap your head around that concept, but it does help to understand it. A new earth, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. I love that it's happening. You know, it's like you're walking towards it. You know, that moment in time where you feel like my life isn't moving forward or things aren't happening fast enough. Spirit's saying it is happening. It's almost the sense of just keep walking forward. Just keep that dream alive. You are moving to where you want to be. The golden children, the inner child tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. Walking towards that doorway. I love this rare gift. It's almost the sense of through this childlike energy, maybe something will be revealed to you, you know, maybe through, you know, it's true. It's like what you love to do, what you love to, what makes you happy, even if it's, you feel like you're playing. I mean, I've owned businesses in my own lifetime that I never felt like I worked. I always felt like it was just a hobby or it was just fun for me. So maybe you're moving towards what Spirit has for you as far as this rare gift, but it's also in this playful, lighthearted, I love what I do energy. I love that. Walking through that gateway, look at you. It's like your soul remembers what it's meant to be doing, is how it just came into me. It's like your soul knows what it's supposed to be doing. I have a lot of questions around that in my readings with, what's my purpose? What am I here for? And it is revealed to all of us at different stages in our life. Some of us receive that information when we are younger, and some receive that information when we're a little bit older. So, but your calling is always inside of you. 6 of Cups. There's that inner child, that playfulness. It's like something that you've always dreamed of doing, something that you've always wanted. This is like your inner child talking to your future self. Like if I were to talk to my future self right now, what would I have said? Like I should have followed that path, or I should have done something differently, or I should have stuck to something. Or, you know what? Everything that you have learned up until now is making you this beautiful, incredible, poised woman. But there's this little girl, little boy inside of you, this child, innocence inside of you that reminds you that to play, to have fun, to have joyfulness, and to just believe. Look at this, the Empress, nurturing your soul's path. Now, for some of you, my Empress could be, I am moving in the direction of motherhood. You can see that she's conceived. And some of you, it's, I am definitely starting a family. I'm thinking about starting a family. I'm envisioning starting a family. It's like my mind is on that. My mind is focused on that. My focus is, I'd like to just be closer to my family. I want to do everything for my children. So right now, that could be your purpose. That could be your main focus in your life, which is very important, of course, just being a mother, being nurturing. It could also be Spirit's way of saying, please focus on nurturing yourself first, which is always what Spirit wants you to do. I have a 4 of Swords. Spirit just said the battle is over. Whatever you have been struggling with, if there is something that they're saying, put down the swords, stop struggling. So for those of you that are having a difficult time with addictions, behaviors, keeping toxic relationships going, Spirit's saying, put down the sword and stop fighting, and just focus on this other area of your life, this playfulness. Yeah, I feel like you're at a turning point where you're deciding once and for all that you just don't want certain energy in your life, and you want to focus on just bringing in this, this hope and this love and this. They're saying less drama, so less drama. Magician. I'm ready to start something. I can do it. Keep going, right? Your vision. For those of you that have this creative talent, something like that, it's almost as if you can, now everybody sees things differently, right? So, but some of you can really visualize things. Like you can literally visualize where you're going to be. You can visualize designing a house. You can visualize designing clothes. You can visualize what a job would be, what a business would look like, starting a business. So some of you are starting to envision something. Okay, you're literally creating in your mind's eye where you want to head next. So work on that. It's a sense of developing it, seeing it clearer, putting it down on paper, putting it on vision boards, but having it be I mean, it's definitely something that you can see. You know, I would say like you can see it, you can feel it, like as if it's right in front of you. So some of you are starting to really envision something that you're trying to create. At the same time, the only way to do that, I feel like we're removing some energy that no longer served us, whether it's a relationship or someone that doesn't believe in your dreams, or it is overcoming fears. It is overstepping, getting through some obstacles to get you to your vision, something like that. So, right now, I feel like envisioning is important. There's something that you just see in your mind's eye, and you just know you're going to get there. You know that you're going to achieve this goal. Yeah, they just use the word create it. It's almost the sense of like build it and they will come. That's how it's coming into me. You will create it. You're awakening the lion within you. Beautiful. You are strong. You are determined. Hear me roar, right? So you are awakening this kind of inner strength. Like, I didn't realize I was this strong. I didn't realize that I was capable of achieving this goal and like not giving up on myself. So you are stronger than you think, Spirit just said. Thank you, Spirit. Earth magic. Look at you dancing. Look at you dancing, and your feet are firmly planted on the ground. So you do trust the universe. It's almost as if I can take my energy from nature. I know that sounds weird, but you can see like these little sparkly lights going right up through her. So maybe nature is influencing you somehow. Maybe this vision that you have incorporates you connecting to the environment, you connecting to natural resources, flowers, planting gardens. Maybe you want to pursue a whole life and a lifestyle around, kind of an all natural lifestyle, so there could be something that's connecting you, that the earth is somehow serving you. I mean, it serves all of us, but some people it's really their life. It's their lifeblood. They work with, they work in research in the ocean, or they do research of some kind connected to the environment. So maybe there's something connecting you literally to the earth, and that's part of your vision. Take a deep breath, meditate. Now, part of me feels like you're learning how to quiet your mind. You're learning how to say no to drama. You're learning how to say no to things that don't serve you, people that don't serve you. You're getting rid of toxic things from your life. You're purer, you're cleaner, Spirit just said. Like you have no I'm a psychic, so I never drink, I never smoke, I never do drugs, because I would never want to interfere with receiving messages. I wouldn't want anything to ever interfere with my being clear. So I feel like most of you are doing the same thing, removing those things from your life because you want to be more connected. Beautiful. Spirit, what's on my path? I have forgiveness, forgiving, letting go, whoever this was, whatever this karmic energy was, I'm forgiving. It could be I'm moving away from a difficult childhood. I'm moving away from somebody who hurt me in my childhood. I've forgiven them so that I can move on. I've forgiven them so that I can have peace of mind and feel better about myself. Thank you, Spirit. I have travel on your path ahead of you. Now, this is coming into me as like distant places, not like I'm just going away for a weekend. Like I'm traveling distant places. I'm traveling to different continents. I'm traveling to different countries, different societies. So I have some distant travel in my future. Beautiful. There's that beginning. There's my son. You have this vision, it's like a burst of energy. There's something going on with you, like you're just envisioning some kind of big goal or some kind of big achievement that in your lifetime that you're going to have. And I just asked Spirit, are we on that path? And Spirit asked me to pull a couple of cards. So let's see what the cards are saying. Are we on the path? I mean, is this just a dream, or are we doing action? Are we taking action to achieve this? The Page of Wands. There's my passion. All right, so my page is learning. My page knows what my passion is. And now it's like, what do I do with this passion? So you found something you're passionate about. You're very, you're definitely daydreaming about something that you want. Like if you were really into music, you're a singer and you're dreaming of being literally a star and being on stage. Like that would be kind of an example. Like, I know I'm talented. I know that I'm gifted. I know that I am capable of doing something. And you just envision yourself achieving that goal. I also have some abundance coming with it, because if I'm good at what I love, I have this abundance following with me. So I feel like if you do something, pick a career, pick a direction of something that you just love to do. Excuse me. I think that the excuse me, the money is going to follow. So the money's going to be there. You're going to be financially secure. I'm not worried about that. Right now, it's working on this passion, okay? Having fun, that inner child inside of you, working on that passion. Spirit, please share with me an idea. There's like the sun, an epiphany, this vision, right? Maybe this, it comes into you very clearly, maybe it comes into you in a moment's time, and maybe it hasn't happened yet, but it doesn't mean it isn't going to happen. It could be an aha moment that all of a sudden you have this epiphany of, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I'm meant to be doing. This is my purpose. This is my destiny. I do have some abundance, the Queen of Pentacles. Then the money flows into me. So I have this abundance flowing into me. How gorgeous. I have a baby. We had that family. We had that family earlier coming in. Some of you, that may be part of what's happening next on your path. Everything unfolds as it's meant to be. And sometimes we're doing two things at once. We're developing our career and we're planning a family, starting a family at the same time. So, we have capabilities to do multiple things at the same time. Let's just get some clarifiers. I've got some little clarifiers today. Let's get this little antique. I collect antique glass, little bubble glass. I love my glass collection. These are just little clarifiers. Let's just see if anything jumps out at me. Spirit, do you have any additional messages for me? Any additional messages? Okay, there's the money. There's the money. There's the abundance flowing into you. Find what you're passionate about, okay? And envision where you're taking that passion, where you're taking that talent, and then the money will follow, okay? Don't worry about the money. The money will follow. This is the travel. This is the travel. I've got traveling to, not that you're going to go on a bus tour, but you know what? Maybe when you're in a foreign country, you do get on and off of buses all the time. So there is the travel. You remember when I said, first of all, the seahorse is one of the few creatures in this world that are soulmates. They pick one partner for life, and they stay with that partner their whole life, and they tie their little tails together at night when they're sleeping, so they never drift apart from each other. So that tells me that Spirit has somebody for you that certainly would be your soulmate, that would always hold your hand, would always be there, never let you drift away. So that I love. Thank you, Spirit. We needed to know that. And then I have this saw, and Spirit said to me, that feeling of hurt or someone hurting me, that feeling I had earlier, forgiveness, that I literally have to forgive them in order for me to have everything I need and want in my life. So cut the cords, right? Like cut the strings, cut the cords, and almost the sense of remove, remove that part of your life, like as if I was, sawing off a limb on a tree. It's like that limb is dead. It's damaged. The tree is still alive, but that limb is dead and damaged. So I'm just going to cut that limb off so that the tree can thrive and the tree can continue to grow. So we have something there that we want to get rid of. But overall, my group A, you have this incredible vision. I want you to work on the vision. I want you to trust your own mind's eye, because we started with reclaiming your mind. Okay. And that is all about that you are in control of your thoughts. You are in control of, I refer to it as my peace of mind. For me, that is everything. That is everything that I want. That is everything that, if I have my peace of mind, I can achieve anything. And I want that for you also. So let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. You picked Group B. This reading is for you. You picked Clear and Activate and Create a Sacred Space. So we're asking Spirit today, what's next on your path? What's coming? Anything, fate, destiny, things to think about, what Spirit wants for you. Or are we on the right path? Do we need to make changes to the path that we're on? Anything that Spirit wants to share with me. But the sacred space came into me. And the reason why I picked this card today was, you can see it's like arms wide open to receive, right? Arms wide open to receive what the universe has for me. And you can see that there's so much that the universe can give you. And it's like, I just need to be willing to accept it, Spirit just said. I need you to accept all that we can give you. So let's see what they mean by that. Spirit, what is coming? What is coming? Awaken the genius within you. You're smarter than you think. You're smarter than you think is how I feel. Like, look at this old, wisdom, right? It's the sense of within you is the history of your ancestors. In your DNA is all that came before you, Spirit just said, and your soul already knows these things. Your soul has learned these life lessons. Your ancestors are behind you. Your spirit guides are behind you. And what we want to do is we want to tap into that resource. We want to learn how to open that up so we can receive that information and we can receive that guidance and hear that guidance. So some of you may be literally, I'm just going to use it point blank, awakening, but awakening to receiving your spirit guides' messages. So that would be beautiful. You're activating it. You're opening it up. You're calling the muse. The muse is that creativity inside of us. It could be a muse that inspires us. It could be people inspire us, children inspire us, nature inspires us. Sound of the ocean. Some people will buy a house by the ocean because they're a professional writer and they want to listen to the sound of the ocean in the background while they write. So that is the muse. So you're calling in your muse. You're trying to identify what your muse is. The song of the muse. So you're listening for your song. You're listening for your song. You're trying to find your song. Into me, I say, this is a journey within yourself. This is learning who you are, and which is the hardest thing to do, because the hardest thing to do is to identify yourself. I remember when I realized I was gifted, and I had to start identifying myself as a psychic, as a medium, because that is what I am and what God has given me. But it was so difficult for me. I had to go inside of me and decide what my identity was, who I was, what that meant. So right now, some of you, even with this third eye opening, some of you are spreading your wings. You're looking inside of yourself, and you're kind of asking yourself, like, who am I? What am I supposed to be doing? Who am I? What makes me special? All of those things are kind of swimming in your head, and you're starting to learn who you are, which I love. And that's a constant learning curve. We are always learning who we are. But you're awakening to receiving this information. How do I identify this information? What stimulates this information? And then it's the sense of purpose. Beautiful. A lot of shadow work. I'm not surprised by that. Maybe a lot of you are working on this inner work. You're really trying to achieve some next level of ascension and to be more connected. So you are well on your way, Spirit just said. So keep doing that shadow work, because that is getting you closer and closer. Four Wands, I have some kind of celebration coming. Now that to me just came in as a marriage. So for those of you that aren't married, I definitely have a marriage, a celebration, a union. I feel secure. I feel happy. I'm building a life around this person. So your path is destined to have that kind of a commitment. If you don't have that on your path yet, or if that's already in your life, then I feel secure. And I feel like you're still just learning more about yourself. Page of Wands. I'm open to learning. I'm open to learning about, this passion, right? Who am I? Who am I? Constantly growing. Maybe you've made a commitment to your own personal growth, whether it's, I'm not even talking about an education. I'm going to say, you know what, you probably have your education, you probably have done those types of things. I'm talking about your own personal journey, like that no one else knows about, no one else that you would even share what your personal journey is, because we all have things that we want to work on that are important to us. And I feel like that is your most important focus right now, at least on your path where you are right now. You can only take a reading as, in the moment you're receiving the messages. So your path can, change, a year from now, different reading. But right now you're working on yourself for sure. Wheel of Fortune. Your luck is about to change. Maybe you've been working on shifting your energy, like removing negative energy from your life, focusing on only the good, changing your mindset, being more optimistic, learning how to manifest. And guess what? All of those things are starting to shift and change. And all of a sudden, your luck is changing. So that is beautiful, because when you do the work, it's almost like you're rewarded. It's like Spirit asks you to do the work. Even on my own spiritual journey, I study, I read, I listen. I've been studying for 10 years, like full time, this realm, because there's so much to learn. And every day I learn something new. And I feel like that is kind of what's going on here. Like Spirit is asking you to learn, to grow, whatever it is in your life that you really want to achieve. I have an inner earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. new solutions to my problem with the shadow work, like finding the answers, that my luck is changing, things are getting better, that I'm building a life and a future with somebody. So, for those of you that have struggled with relationships, it could be as simple as spirits healing you right now. They're asking you to heal first before they give you this next wave of energy, that's new building and good fortune, because sometimes it's almost like a pause before we go into the next phase of our life. So for some of you, you may be finding solutions, healing solutions, and that's what you need right now, and that's okay. Did I just say healing? Did I just say healing? Deep circular healing, physical and emotional healing. Spirit has you healing something. Could be past wounds, old family emotions. Spirit just said that there could be someone who you didn't realize, kind of, the abuse or the I don't know, whatever the hurt. I'm just going to put in the category hurt, okay? Because I don't know whether you were abused or not, but emotional abuse, physical abuse, manipulation, narcissistic parents, a narcissistic sibling, ex relationships, but emotional and physical healing, it's like we have some work to do, and in order to get to where we want to be, and that's okay. Right now, that's what's on your path, that's what's in front of you, and and you're going to feel amazing. Spirit just said, taking baby steps, you're taking action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So you're taking baby steps through this process. You're growing, you're learning, but you don't have to do it all at once. I do like that. It's a constant. They just use the word investment, like an investment in my own future, an investment in my own well-being, my own mental health, my own wellness, they just said. So, even, the concept of take it one day at a time, right? So baby steps, like, it's all about my mental and emotional security right now. So, I don't know, I feel like you're making progress, Spirit just said. Like, you're starting to get the rewards of that progress. So that is beautiful. Spirit, please share with me. I have prosperity coming, almost like this promise of prosperity, because I'm crossing over that bridge, like there's the bridge, and it's if my mind is safe and secure and grounded and all the things that I'm working on, then I can achieve anything as far as my goals, as far as my income, as far as my career, as far as my ambitions. And then the prosperity comes with that. So it is the sense of I'm going over that bridge, and you're getting there. You're getting there whether you know it or not, is how I feel. Like, you may not believe it because you're in it and you're trying to push through something. You're trying to feel better about something. And you're like, am I ever going to get to the other side? Yes, I promise you, you will be on the other side. What's going to get you there is hope. That's one of my favorite words in the whole world, right? This candle, like, there's a ray of hope. There's a ray of sunshine. There's always hope, Spirit just said. So that is what is going to get you through these challenges, whatever these challenges are on your plate, because you are pushing through something, and it could even be connected to your health. Some of you, that your health will improve, or your mental health. For those of you that are struggling with things like depression, anxiety, stress, you're grieving. So your health is improving. Your health is improving. So that's really important. That is really important. Let's see what Spirit has. They asked me to clarify for you this hope, because part of me feels like, I don't know. I don't want to say that you feel hopeless, because that's not fair to you. But there are moments that you feel hopeless. I'll agree with that, and it's discouraging. And you're like, I know I want to try harder. I want to do better. But at the end of the day, I'm like, when is it going to get easier? And Spirit's saying it is going to get easier. Let's see what they say. I have a Hanged Man. They want you to look at things from a different perspective, okay? Learn to look at your situation as solutions to your problems, they just said. And sometimes if you take a step back and you disconnect from the problem, you don't take it so personally, sometimes the solution is put right in front of you. So when you start to feel anxiety or overwhelmed or something like that, I want you just to take a step back and think about, like, what are my other options here? I do have this beautiful new emotion coming into my life. I have some possibly a new love, a new romance coming into my life. So that is lifting me up. That is giving me a feeling of things are getting better, because somebody has just come into my life. An 8 of Pentacles. You're a hard worker. It is going to be rewarded. I promise you. You are a hard worker. And I have an Emperor. That was more of a sense of there's nothing that you can't do, that once you set your mind to it and you put in the hard work, there's nothing that you can't achieve. So I think that you have to, I don't know. I'm just pushing through something. Maybe you've had a difficult time recently. Maybe there's been some things that have been challenging you, and you're learning to push through. You're learning to, on your own time and your own power, to get through these challenges. You do have a turn of events happening, as far as with the Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Emperor. I almost feel like luck is on your side, as far as things like your career, your success, money coming into you. I'm really not worried on that end of your life. I feel like no matter what, you always somehow land on your feet. That part of my life, I feel like I really have in control. The area of my life that I want to work on is finding myself, opening myself up to Spirit, this deep knowing, this deep search, this shadow work with this healing and letting go, some deep-rooted issues from my past, whether it's just a relationship or it's something deeper. That is kind of the foundation for what is going to make you really happy in the future, which is my Knight of Cups and this 4 of Wands. Like, I'm in love with the person I'm with. I'm sharing my life with them. We have a committed relationship, and I'm just happy. And I'm happy because I'm healthy. I'm happy because I made some really big choices and did a lot of work to take care of myself over many years, something like that. So my chakras, I'm happy because I'm in alignment with all of my chakras. So you're working towards feeling more aligned. That's really important to my Group B. You want to be more in alignment with, it's almost like I have a clear body, clear mind, clear body, clear heart. They're just saying learning to release. Maybe it's something that is an ongoing effort for you. Look in the mirror. they want you to see yourself. They want you to see yourself how other people see you. Okay, your beauty. Um, it's hard. Sometimes you're your worst critic, right? But it's almost like, look in the mirror, look how gorgeous you are, look how amazing you are. Like, just take a good look at yourself. You're amazing. Okay, it's almost like spirit saying, no, I need you to look at yourself and tell yourself how gorgeous you are, how amazing you are, how beautiful you are. So we're our worst critics. Your heart is about ready to open. Look at, I have this broken heart up here. But all of her energy to me is like, you know what, even with that broken heart, I have this kind of like this burst of new energy, this burst of new love coming into my life. So some of you, I have definitely some new love energy feelings. Let's get some clarifiers. Let's see what Spirit has for you on this path. What's coming? Anything else Spirit wants to share with me? What is coming? Anything? What's next on your path? Let's see, one more. Ooh, music. Okay, the songs of the muse. Remember, you're finding your muse. Maybe it's through music. Maybe music inspires you, music motivates you, music guides you. There could be something like that. I do have this ace, which Ace of Spades would be my swords, and thinking clearly, making good decisions. Again, that sense of whatever you set your mind to, as far as your career and making money and those types of things, I feel like, yeah, it's going to be handed to you because you do the work. You're a hard worker. So that pays off for you. Here's my shark. A lot of releasing we had, right? We had a lot of spirit saying, I need you to release something from your past. It could have literally been something that attacked you, like someone that attacked you, whether it was emotional attacks, physical attacks. But we need to let that go and know that you don't have to swim with that shark anymore, right? That shark is gone. An iron. It came into me as when you iron something, it almost ends up being perfect, right? It's like it's crisp, it's clean, it's perfect. And then when I had that mirror, Spirit just wants to let you know how perfect you are, exactly how you are, and I guess I want you to see that also. Some people struggle with things like that, self-esteem or, comparing themselves to other people. But Spirit really wants you to take a close look. You're perfect. I know it's an iron, but that's how it's coming into me. You're perfect. Between that mirror and the iron, it's like, I want you to take a good look at yourself. You're perfect just the way you are. There's something going on with that energy message. So how beautiful. How beautiful. You have some things that you're going to work on. You're growing, you're learning about yourself, you're finding your muse. As you do that, then comes this love, this stability, this happy home, happy family. You're in power. Your luck was changing. We have a lot going on with you, my group B. So continue to do the work. That was the most important. Whatever this kind of baby step feeling is, the slow and steady wins the race feeling, you are making progress and you're doing amazing. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you picked Group C, this reading is for you. Align your universe and navigate the distractions. Okay, so your path, what's next on your path, your destiny, your fate, divine timing, what's coming. We're going to be doing some charms. align with your universe. The reason why I picked this card was just look at the energy, right? And it came into me a moment ago as look at all the choices that you have to make. There's so many choices around you. And maybe Spirit is asking you to narrow down your choices, to start to hone in on who you are or what you're capable of, or picking one thing. But let's see where we go with this, because I feel like I have almost too much going on in my life, and I'm not, maybe some of those things aren't in alignment with me. Maybe some of those things are pulling me literally off the path that I'm meant to be on, which happens. So we need to identify areas of our life that are working and that you feel, I refer to it as being in my element. When I'm in my element, doing something that makes me happy, I feel good about it. I don't have anxiety. I don't have stress. I love what I'm doing. I'm interacting with people. I'm in the moment. I'm enjoying the moment. That is being in the element. So start to identify when you feel like you're in the element, because those times are when you are in alignment with your path. Okay. So we'll keep that in mind. The uncharted sea. Like, look at all these waves. We're entering into almost uncharted territory. Like, maybe there's an area of your life that Spirit says, I don't want you to go there. Maybe you're getting some weird vibes. It could be a relationship. It could be bad behaviors. It could be hanging out with the wrong crowd. It could be the wrong employment. Just I'm not happy there. We're in uncharted territories. Like, I don't want you to go there. It's a rocky, wavy road. They want you to be in perfect harmony. Okay. They want you to be in your element. They want, when you look at harmony, it's a lot of different musical notes all working together, right? It's not, or it's 6 different instruments playing different notes, but they all work together. That is harmony. There's the number 11, right? That's my awakening number. So they want you to be in harmony. They don't want you to be pulled in 1,000 different directions, Spirit just said. So you may be asked to release something from your life. There may be too many things on your plate, or you're just trying to do too many things, and to pick the things that you feel most in alignment with and kind of buckle down and do more of those things, because then I think you'll be happier. Smoke and mirrors, right? Like, am I fooling myself with so many different things? Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm hiding something. I'm fooling myself. Sometimes people put a lot on their plate just to keep their lives busy. And they feel like if they aren't busy all of the time, then they're doing something wrong. And when you look at people who are really happy, they have, more balance. They're busy sometimes, and then they learn to rest. They learn to quiet their mind. They learn to be alone. Maybe you struggle with being alone. You don't like to be alone. You always want to be around people. You always want to be doing things. The 4 swords, they want you to rest. They want you to rest. So maybe there's just too much going on, they're saying. There's the Chariot. Chariot is moving forward, but I'm going to say picking an area of your life to move forward in. Like, I'm not going to say that you're having an affair, but it's impossible for people to have relationships with multiple people at the same time, right? Because it's like overload. And then we're going into this uncharted territory, right? Pick an area of your life and move forward with it and put your focus on it. People who are successful and who are grounded typically are very good at one thing. Okay. all of us have the capability of multiple things in our lives, but typically they're very good at one area of their life over others. So what is it in the area of your life that you're best at? Okay, what do you feel like is your gift? What do you feel like you're the most talented with? And then kind of hone in on that and really develop that and really move forward with that instead of bouncing around and trying a lot of different things. Then the success comes. The success comes. There's my queen. There's my sense of security. There's my success. I'm financially secure. I've got, money flowing into me. I'm financially independent, because I focused on something that I was very good at. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. You might decide that you want to move on from something. You might want to change your direction and move on. That's all right. The answer will come to you. But right now I feel like I'm doing a lot of juggling. I'm doing almost too much, too many choices. So take a look at your schedule. Take a look at what's on your plate. And do we need to be doing all of these things all at once? It's like there's studies out there about multitaskers. And it used to be like, multitasking was the thing to do. And now they have all these studies about multitasking saying that when you're multitasking, it actually takes you longer to do a task. You actually achieve less things and you don't do any of the tasks that well. So you're better off doing one task at a time, finishing it and moving on to the next task. So keep that in mind if you're one of those people that just have a tendency to have a lot on your plate. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Look, it's like what really matters is that one thing, right? All this doesn't matter, right? It's very much look at your life and find that one thing. Find that one thing that really matters to you. Star family, you're part of a team of souls. Call in your supports. Ask your spirit guides. Ask your angels for guidance. What is my one thing? What is the one thing that I'm really good at? What is the one thing I should be really focusing on right now? And you may know it already. That this is something that I really need to put more time into. Water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. If you're busy all the time, you're not nourishing yourself. So Spirit's asking you to have more balance. Part of your path is to have this sense of harmony, right? So maybe you're struggling with, how do I have more balance in my life? How do I achieve these things? How do I be more in alignment, right? Alignment is, I'm doing something that I love to do. I feel called to do. I feel like I'm meant to be doing. And with that comes a sense of security, the financial rewards, the security with things like more loving relationships, because you're more in tune with who you are. Spirit just asked me to pull some cards on that, and they're saying that you have something that you want to share. So let's just see what those cards say. A Justice. Okay, so I have a marriage. I might have a future marriage. Maybe I have a relationship. Maybe your priorities need to be put into your marriage, your family. Maybe that has to come first. So many of us struggle with working full time and family and trying to do it all. And at the end of the day, all of a sudden we realize that it's very difficult. So maybe something has to give so that I can have this happy marriage. You have an Ace of Cups. Follow your emotions. Your emotional happiness comes first, they just said. Okay. So if you have to choose between two things, I want you to, what makes me happy? What makes me happy? So your emotional stability comes first. I have a devil. So remove anything that isn't in alignment with you. So either this could be someone, this could be something, anything that is preventing you from this emotional security in this marriage. Anything, this could be a temptation. This could be, some kind of temptation coming at you that you have to say no to. So, and a Prince of Wands. My wands are, my pages are always learning. They always come in. They're always a new beginning. They're always like a learning what your passion is. What's that, that one thing. There's something going on around you with you're trying to find your one thing, and it is inside of you and it will be revealed to you. Don't feel bad that if it hasn't come forward yet. I didn't realize that I was gifted until I was in my 40s. I probably always was gifted. I didn't know I was gifted. So my purpose, my path, my destiny, my fate, however you want to say it, wasn't revealed to me until I was a little bit older. And I was working on these other areas of my life, raising children and working and educations and things like that. So it will be revealed to you, but it's going to be something that is emotionally very important to you. That is the key for you. It's like, it's not about money. It isn't. For you, it's about, you're going to be financially secure. I'm not worried about that. It's about, I want to feel loved. I want to be loved. And I want to love. So for you, a big part of your destiny and your path is these feelings of feeling loved. And I have children. So this connection to your children, this connection to being a good mother, having a family, starting a family, maybe that is what you want. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you're meant to teach children, something like that. Challenges, getting through challenges and solutions. This sense of I have so much going on. I have all this kind of busyness around you. And I go into different directions. Like maybe you have a difficult time picking any one thing, or over the years you are a job hopper, something like that. That's a challenge for you, staying in one place for a long period of time. Okay, that's a challenge for you. The solution is, why do I keep jumping? Why do I keep making these changes? So the solution and the answers are finding the answers to why. Why do I feel like I always have to move on to the next best thing, the next shiny object, or have more things in my life? Spirit just said, just slow down and narrow things down to the things that you really enjoy and the things that really make you happy. And then you'll start to do more of those things. And then you'll start to feel more in alignment. You'll start to have more joy in your life. You'll start to say no to things that are not meant to be in your life. And things will get easier for you, Spirit just said. Heaven. Connecting to the spirit world. Maybe some of you have some lost loved ones you're struggling with. You miss them. You're feeling very challenged because, if they were here with you, they could help you, and they're not here to help you right now. But they are. They're in the spirit world, and they're helping you from the spirit world. So that is beautiful. Let's just get a couple more. Spirit, please share with me. What is next on my path? What do you have for me? Things to think about. Fate, divine timing. We'll do a couple of charms in a moment. I have a celebration coming. So I've got some good news, big news, whether it's an engagement, a wedding, a baby. I have some kind of big celebration coming. That looks happy. 2 champagne glasses. That looks happy to me. Happy times. I'm working on my own intuition. You're trying to align, right? You're trying to open up your own intuition. You're trying to learn to receive more information. So that's part of your path. You know, you're going to open up that third eye and feel more intuitive. You're going to sense your own intuition more often, be more aware of your own intuition. That is important. You're going to be more connected to your spirit guides. Your spirit guides are going to start coming into your life. So your path is going to be, you're either going to connect to spirit guides. You may have very specific spirit guides. They could be, these are being sent from heaven. They could be lost loved ones that you're working with, that you know are connecting to you, that you know are protecting you, taking care of you, that are helping to give you guidance always. So, so there's something going on with you with opening up your own intuition. Let's get a couple of charms. Let's get a couple of charms. I have this big, beautiful bowl of clarifiers. Let's see what my clarifiers are saying for you today. Okay. Let's go with this anchor, because we started out the reading with that kind of uncharted territory, right? So Spirit wants you to anchor yourself. They don't want this jumping around. They don't want all this changing and commotion. You know, try to settle down if you can. You know, like put down roots, put down the anchor and stop for a little while, all right? Settle down and stop if you can. You know, like put down your roots is how that just came into me. I have a diamond, you know. That could be an engagement. That could be a promise, they just said. So for those of you that aren't married, you're looking to meet somebody, it could be a diamond, literally a diamond and a promise in the future. So that is beautiful. They asked me to turn this over. A web. I don't know. I'm not going to go with the web. You know what I'm going to go with? I'm going to go with this center point. I'm going to go with this center point, that you're trying to find your center. You're trying to find that one thing that makes you special. Like you're special for a lot of reasons, but all of us have a special gift. All of us have a special talent. And I want you to try to figure out, like, what's inside of you? What is your center point? What is the most important thing about you that everybody else loves? We all should know that about ourselves. So I want you to work on that. And then it's kind of like this energy just radiates off that point. Not so much a spider web, but you know who you are. There's my center. And then this is what I'm capable of doing. I radiate off of that point. Something like that. What is this? It's upside down. It's an eagle. Okay. You're ready to fly. You're strong. I don't know anybody who doesn't know when they see a big eagle, can't identify an eagle. So there's something in you that people can identify with, if that makes sense. Like either you're very empathic or you connect to people very quickly. You're very intuitive. Maybe you read people very well. Maybe you have just a general understanding about people. But they identify with you. They identify you. They're drawn to you, they just said. Like you can't help but look up in the sky at an eagle and say, wow, look at that amazing bird, right? So they are drawn to you. Spirit's saying, like, I've given you this gift that people notice about you. So you need to figure out what this gift is, the center, and put down an anchor on it. I got to tell you, like, hone in on it, drop anchor on that gift, and just be the best that you can be at that. And then the rest all falls into place. It's this, happy family, happy home, charging forward. All of these things are starting to come into your life. And we had started with align your universe, navigate the distractions. Maybe it's just time for you to start saying no. Maybe it's just time for you to start saying, I can't do it all. Like, that's not serving me. When I do those things, it takes me away from my own purpose, my own, what I'm supposed to be doing. So maybe it's time for you to start saying no where you can. And, there's a lot of power in no. I say no all the time. But it puts you in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing, because otherwise people pull you. If you have that one of those energies that you're very connected to people, I call it the lost puppy syndrome too, where you're like fixing people and all of a sudden their problems become your problems and you're like busy solving their problems and you didn't solve your problems. So Spirit's saying, what, all that kind of craziness and that storm, uncharted territories and rough waters is taking you away from being grounded, taking you away from your own purpose, being more intuitive, listening to your own spirit guides, which is bringing you the sense of we have other things that we want you to be doing. So for now, my group C, I want you to work on being in alignment with the universe and what the universe has for you. And maybe we have to do less. Less is more in your case. Okay. So I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. If you would like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, CathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com.